Hi, I'm Tiny Blacksmith, my Facebook name, my Twitter and Instagram name. Like, subscribe, my YouTube is Queen War Dracula. Just coming up with something. I plan on changing it, but it's too hard and difficult. I'll just keep it at that. No likes and subscribe, then no likes and subscribes. I still enjoy what I'm doing. I'll continue to enjoy what I do. And so should you. And I thank you for those watching and tuning in to part 2. Like I posted earlier, I couldn't get to the other part of the book that I've read, all up to the Nixies, which are like sprites, water fairies, helping the Firehawk and his team. And so we're going to continue the book. It's like 40 more pages, and it's very interesting, so we're going to get through and continue. Got my holiday shirt I forgot to wear on Christmas, but I'm still wearing it before the New Year, and then hopefully next New Year I will be able to wear it on Christmas time. The next chapter is Underwater Magic. Me and the audience of my 3 kids, if y'all want to see a picture, just come over here and let me know and y'all can see a picture, okay? Underwater Magic. Tag, Skyla, Blaze, and Nova hid in the willow trees. Clack, clack, clack. Tag caught his breath as he listened to the tiger bats' beaks snapping in the sky above. After a while, the tiger bats flapped away. Phew, Nova sighed, which is the Nixie. She smiled at her new friends. So, what brings you to Lullaby Lake, she asked, fluttering over Tag's head. We are here on a long journey in search of all the pieces of the Ember Stone, Tag told her. Our magical lamp led us here for the next piece, but Thorn showed up. He tried to steal our piece, but he dropped it into the lake, Blaze explained. So that's why Thorn came to our lake, Nova said. We knew something strange was happening when those electric eels magically appeared. I'm sorry, Tag replied. We're trying to get our stone back, but we haven't been able to get past Thorn's spies, the electric eels, Skylar said. And you and your friends keep putting us to sleep, Tag added. Nova's face turned pink. I'm sorry, she said, but we have to protect our piece of the Ember Stone. She clapped her hand over her mouth. Then I did see our stone glow, Tag thought. It glowed because it was next to Nixie's piece of the stone. You have the next piece. Where is it? Tag asked, his eyes wide open. My father will explain everything, Nova said, pointing to the water. I will take you to him, at the bottom of the lake. I can't swim, Skylar cried. You don't need to swim, Nova said with a smile. What about the eels and the tiger bats? I'm sure they're still nearby, Tag said. Nova's wings glowed. Leave them to me. She flew into a tree and picked a handful of soft blossoms. There's Nova with her hand over her mouth and see her wings. And there she is with a handful of blossoms. Soft blossoms. Put these in your ears, she said. Tag, Blaze, and Skylar placed the fluffy blossoms in their ears. Tag watched as Nova opened her mouth and started singing. Her wings glowed brighter. The tiger bats came out from beneath the willow tree across the lake as though in a trance. Then they fell to the ground, sleeping soundly. Nova stopped singing and waved at the friends to remove the blossoms. Follow me, Nova said, flying toward the water. Nova's wings glowed a soft pink color. She held out her hands, and tiny glittery sparkles rose to make 4 shiny bubbles. The bubbles grew and grew until they were as big as Blaze. Nova pointed to the bubbles. Willem, stop it. These will take us beneath the water. Tag scratched his head. How? He asked. Bloop. Like that. The Nixie laughed at Blaze, who had stepped into a bubble. Then she stepped inside one too. Peep! Blaze smiled. Tag took a step forward. Bloop! What if my bubble pops underwater? Skylar called from inside hers. Willem, put that down. Get from underneath there and put that toy down. It won't, the Nixie promised. Tag's tummy flopped as his bubble rose into the air. The friends floated over the lake, then slowly sank beneath the water. That's them floating over the lake, sinking into the bottom. And on the previous page, it's a picture of them, the tiger bats and the eels going to sleep, and them stepping into the magic bubble. The lights are the Nixies. Chapter 11. The Nixie Kingdom. The lake was deeper than Tag had thought. He felt he was sinking to the bottom like a rock, but really he was floating down, down, down. Tiny golden lights surrounded them, guiding them to the bottom of the lake. Tag looked over at his friends. Their bubbles were full of air so they could breathe underwater. Colorful fish swam in and out of weeds. Blaze waved at one fish, but it ignored her and swam past. Skylar did not look so happy. Her tail flickered back and forth as she held her paws over her eyes. Tag is the squirrel. Electric eels, Blaze cried out, suddenly pointing. Tag could see orange eyes peering out from the weeds. Nova waved at Tag and his friends to put the blossoms back into their ears. Then she opened her mouth. She was singing again. The eels quickly drifted away and the friends removed the blossoms. On the lake bottom, Tag spotted another glimmering light. It sparkled gold and silver through the water. The light grew brighter, bigger and bigger as the friends' bubbles floated closer to it. Soon, their rainbow-colored bubbles floated above a giant bubble at the very bottom of Lullaby Lake. There was a huge palace in the middle. It glittered silver beneath the dome. This is where you live, Tag asked, his eyes wide. Welcome to the Nixie Kingdom, Nova said. This is them. This page, Tag covering his eyes. He sees the eels there. And this is the Nixie Kingdom. And they're floating in the bubble. Floating down to the Nixie Kingdom right there. Get back over there and sit down. Chapter 12, a royal welcome. All at once, the four friends' bubbles sank into the large dome over the Nixie Kingdom. They floated to the ground, then pop. Tag, Skylar, Blaze, and Nova's bubbles burst, sprinkling glitter all around. Skylar was still covering his eyes. Skylar, look at this amazing underwater world, Tag said. Skylar uncovered her eyes and gasped. Your home is beautiful, Nova, she said. Willem, quiet. It's amazing, Blaze agreed. Tag stared at the underwater kingdom. There were tiny white houses and a tall ivy palace in the center. Everywhere Tag looked, he saw Nixies fluttering around and having fun. The bubble dome was see-through, and Tag could see fish and plants in the lake, too. And there also is a picture on every page. That's Tag talking. And again, a beautiful depiction of the Nixie Kingdom. Fairy Kingdom underwater. What a place. Nobody. I never, don't know about anybody else, but I never thought that. Well, Nixie isn't a fairy. Now is it? Shh. Some Nixies nearby started singing. Blaze covered his ears. No more sleep, he cried. Don't worry, Nova said. Only a special magical lullaby can make you fall asleep. Skylar put her hands on her lips. Why did you make us fall asleep before? She asked. Skylar. It's the Firehawk. You can get up and come over here and see. Yes, you can. Yes, you may. Did you think we were Thorn's spies? Tag at it. That's the Nixie Kingdom. So Nova's a princess. Nixie. We were told not to let anyone near the lake. It's too dangerous. Thorn and his spies were getting too close, too. Nova paused. My father will explain. Follow me. They followed Nova to the tall, sparkling doors of the palace. Two Nixies wearing silver armor opened the doors. Welcome home, Princess Nova, the guard said. Tag's jaw dropped. Princess, he asked. I should have told you after you saved me from the tiger bats, Nova said. Tiger bats, a voice boomed. A Nixie wearing a shiny crown flew toward them inside the great hall. His long golden robe hung to the floor behind him. Nova blushed. The tiger bats sneaked up on me, father, she said. But my new friend saved me. This is Tag, Blaze, and Skylar. The king flew up to them. Thank you for saving my daughter, the king smiled. I am King Nidus. There's King Nidus, very little. Skyhawk, Tag, and Blaze. Go sit down. The king looked at each of the friends. His eyes widened when they stopped on Blaze. "A firehawk," he cried, bowing to Blaze. "I thought you were all gone." "I'm the last Firehawk," Blaze told the king. The king raised his hands. Lights sparkled above him. "Go sit down and stop making noise and moving around." The king raised his hands. Lights sparkled above them, filling the air with glittery magic. A long table appeared in the middle of the great hall. It was covered with mountains of food. "We will have a feast in your honor," the king told Blaze, "and to thank you all for saving Nova." "Stop, Ronald." Skylar grinned. "I'm starving," she said. Tag elbowed his friend. "Thank you, Your Majesty," he said to the king. Tag, Skylar, and Blaze bowed. Then they rushed over to the table. Skylar grabbed a handful of grapes while Tag dunked his beak into a bubbling bowl of bright green soup. More Nixies joined them, eating and chatting. There go some more pictures.
The princess.
No, that's the king. "So what brings you to my kingdom?" King Nidus said. Tag turned to the king. "We are searching for all the pieces of the Emberstone." The king's smile faded. "We need to complete the Emberstone in order to use it to defeat Thorn," Tag went on. "Without it, we cannot save Perodia. Yesterday, our own piece fell into the lake, and Nova said that you have one of your own, too." "Shh! You're being bad and naughty and misbehaving. Now stop it. Do you hear that? It's live on YouTube, too. Do you want to be disciplined on YouTube? Then stop it." "Yesterday, our own piece fell into the lake, and Nova said that you have one of your own, too. We were hoping you could help us." The great hall fell silent as the king flew up into Tag's face. He scowled at Tag. "Those stones are ours," the king said. "You cannot have them." And that's the picture of them as the king goes into Tag's face and tells him, Tag's Yow, that he cannot have the Emberstones, that they're the Nixie kingdoms. And the King Nidus, chapter 13. Don't forget to wash your hands, flush and wipe. Nova flew over to her father. That's Nova and her father. "Please, father, Tag, Skylar, and Blaze saved me," she said. "You can trust them." The king's eyebrows knotted together as he thought hard. "Fine. Your friends may take their piece of the Ember Stone, but the Firehawk hid these pieces across Pedoria to keep them safe, and they trusted us to guard our piece," he told her. "That one must stay here at the palace." "But father," Nova said, "I'm sure Thorn's spies have told him everything by now." "That means Thorn knows there are 2 pieces of the stone in our lake. He will send even more spies. They already tried to kidnap me today. I'm sure that was just the beginning. Thorn will not stop until both pieces are his." Skylar stepped forward. "Can't you just put Thorn to sleep if he tries to enter the lake?" she said. Nova frowned. "Thorn's powerful dark magic allows him to resist our magic lullaby." Tag turned to the king. "If you give us both pieces, then maybe Thorn will leave you alone," he said. The king shook his head again. "Thorn will never stop, but you cannot have our piece," he said. "Now follow me. I will take you to yours." The kings followed Nova and King Nidus down a spiral staircase, then along a hallway that led to a tall silver door. The king pulled out a golden key and slotted it into the keyhole. When the door opened, a bright purple light shone out. Up 14 minutes. I don't know if I can post this live, but I hope so. Well, it's live, so I don't know. Chapter 14, the next piece. Blaze hopped up and down. The ember stone, he said. A glass case sat on a table in the middle of the room. It held a small, jagged piece of the stone. This is the new piece we've been searching for, Tag exclaimed. As I've already told you, you may not have it, King Nidus said firmly. I promised the Firehawks I will guard our peace with my life. Blaze stepped forward. I am a Firehawk, he said. The ember stone belongs with me. The king paced up and down, thinking about what Blaze had said. Tad could tell that the king felt a duty to keep his piece of the ember stone. Skylar said, breaking the silence. Where is our stone? Nova opened a large wooden chest from beneath the table. Then she helped her father lift out a crystal box bigger than the two of them. Both pieces were glowing brightly from being so close to each other. When their stone dropped into the lake, we brought it here, Nova told him. Thank you for keeping it safe, Tag said. Skylar gently nudged Tag. We really need to put those stones together to see if we have all the pieces now, she whispered. Tag nodded, then turned to the Nixie King. King Nidus, I have an idea. I think we can prove to you that these two pieces are meant to be together, and that Blaze was meant to have them. The king frowned. How? He asked. Tag pointed at the glass case. Let Blaze hold the stones. The king shook his head. They are very hot. Our piece started to glow when your piece was brought into our kingdom. We are using our strongest magic just to keep them from burning down the palace, he told them. The stones can't hurt me, Blaze said. Pieces of the emerald stone glow when they are close to one another. Or to Blaze, Skylar explained. Here's a piece of them getting the emerald stone out from its secret place and King Nidus. The king lifted the cover off the glass case. As Tag opened the crystal box, warm purple light filled the room. The smaller piece and placed it next to their stone on the table. Both pieces began to shake. Then a loud humming sound filled the room as they wobbled across the table toward each other. With a burst of bright purple light, they joined together and became one stone. Look, Tag cried, pointing to a small jagged piece at the edge of the table. There is only one piece left to find. Blaze and Skylar jumped up and down excitedly. I'll check to see if I can find this movie. Next, Nidus waved his hand in the air, leaving a trail of glittery dust. The stone rose and floated over to Blaze. You are right, King Nidus said. I see now that the stone belongs with you. I trust that you will keep it safe. We will, Blaze promised. Blaze placed the glowing stone into Tag's sack, but it fell out through the hole Thorn's sharp claw had made. I'll fix it, said Nova. She sprinkled golden dust over the sack and repaired the hole. Then the stone floated back into the sack. Thanks, said Tag. The king smiled. I never thought I'd see a Firehawk, he said. It has been so nice to meet you, all of you. Thank you again for saving my daughter. The friends bowed to the king. Sleep in the palace tonight, the king continued. It will be safer for you to leave in the morning. Thank you, Tag replied. We will leave at sunrise. Are you practicing your penmanship? Are you writing words? Chapter 15, Heading Home. The next morning, sunlight shone through the window of their bedroom in the Nixie Palace. Time to go, Tag said. We need to hurry in case Thorn or his spies are waiting for us. Skylar held up her slingshot. We'll be ready for them if they are. Blaze's feathers flashed brightly. I'm ready, she said. Nova met the friends outside the palace. Wash your hands. Are you sure you don't want to stay with us? Nova asked. You will be safe here. Tag shook his head. We have to find the last piece of the ember stone, he said. It's the only way to save Perodia. I understand, Nova said. She took a deep breath. Ready? She asked. Tag nodded. They're finna go back into the bubble to reach the surface. The magical bubble. Nova's wings glowed a soft pink color. She held out her hands and glitter filled the air, turning into 3 large bubbles. Tag, Skylar, and Blaze stepped into the bubbles with the bloop, bloop, bloop. They waved to Nova as the shining bubbles floated gently upward. Good luck, Nova cried. If you need help, just call into the shell. She pointed at a large shell that magically appeared at Tag's feet. He picked it up. To put the magic shell inside his sack, hundreds of tiny golden lights floated around the 3 friends, pushing them all the way to the surface. Pop, their bubbles burst on the shore, sprinkling glitter all around. The gold lights are the Nixies. The glowing eyes are the Eels, which are Thorn's spies. Those are the Nixies. As they float to the top of the shell that he speaks into, and the Nixies help.
They're spies.
Those are the Nixies.
Oh.
Up the last page. Dun, 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 dun. Tag glanced at the sky. It was clear. There was no sign of Thorn or his spies. Where to next? Skylar asked. Tag pulled out the map and set the stone on top of it. A small shining dot appeared on the map. Blaze gasped as she peered over Tag's shoulder. Below wood, Skylar cried. The next piece is back where we started, Tag said. He looked at his friends. We're going home? It is time to stop Thorn once and for all. And that's the end of Firehawk's Lullaby Lake. They have to go back. Let's look at the map in the beginning. They're there at Lullaby Lake. Now they have to go back to Velour Woods, where they live.
Oh.
This is where they are now, Lullaby Lake. And Velour Woods is south. And they'll have to travel back. Hopefully they can make it back safe. Hopefully Thorn won't catch them. And hopefully they can get the Ember Stone back together and save Perodia. To be continued. And I'll put my audience on. Say hi, Ronald.
Hi.
Let's see if I can flip
Hi.
this. Say hi, Willem.
Hi. And look at this.
And say hi, Maman, with his magic wand Christmas present.
Hey,
Her groceries, my baby, and her dress.
Hey. See you later.
All right, that's it for today. Y'all have a great night. Have a great new year. And have a happy winter.
Can you have some more of those chocolates?
And that's that.
Mom,
You can change the filter here. That looks like a nice smooth filter.
have some more chocolate, please.
Yes, you can have some more chocolate.
I was actually worried.
Why are you worried? I thought I could put this on. I thought this was on the base. Oh, looks like it's live. Just means live.
Hey. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi. What's up? It's me again. It's me too. And let's get this chocolate.
Yep, chocolate covered raisins.
Mom, can I do a YouTube video?
Yep, let me wrap this up.